This tutorial will demonstrate how to customize an existing project's graphical user interface. As you can see, the front page of this existing project has a default title called Undefined Project Title, and we want to change that and customize it for this project. You can see it also has an untitled group number, and we want to customize that. And we would like to put a graphical background on the front page. So the first step is to go into the tree view, and within the tree view we're going to open up the apps property form and modify apps.title. We're going to call it Regulator Test Stand. So we're going to go into tree view and open up apps. So now the apps property form is open, and apps.title we want to call Regulator Test Stand. So apps and .title, we want to modify that. So double click, and we're just going to paste the new name, and that would be Regulator Test Stand, and click OK. Welcome. And now, as you can see, Regulator Test Stand is shown. The next step, we are going to add a company name. We'll call it Regulator Test Stand, but you can enter your own company name, obviously. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to go back into tree view, open up apps, and go to company name. Right now it says undefined company name, and paste Acme Regulator, or type Acme Regulator Incorporated. Welcome. You won't see that change yet. You'll see it in a minute. The next step is to enter a machine serial number. For instance, if you have several test stands or pieces of equipment that run Hiatronic Development Suite, you're going to want to identify each one by its own unique machine serial number. So we're going to call this project's serial number for this particular machine 0001. And you can create your own whatever convention you would like. Tree view. So machine serial number, modify that to 0001. Welcome. Now, when you modify a machine serial number, you're going to have to modify the file. So there's a name that is assigned with the pre-existing machine serial number. So we want to change that file to reflect the new change. So we're just going to go into Hiatronic Development Suite under My Documents, and we're going to open up the project, and we're calling this Breathing Regulator Part 4. And as you can see, undefined machine serial number, we just want to rename that. So right click and rename that 0001 so that it can automatically read the unique serial number for this machine. And if you open that up, you can see that there's a PIDs folder and a database and calibrations, and task data sheets are located in that. If you don't change it, it's not going to recognize the already created PIDs, database, and calibrations. So that's why you're going to have to rename it. The next step is the project revision number. This is an optional change.
Tree view.
But we're going to go and change it. The project revision number would be for the project if you want to keep track of the revision number on that. So we will rename that just an arbitrary 2.10.1.
Welcome.
The next step is the calibration date. We're going to enter a date in which the machine was calibrated. So we're going to pick an arbitrary date of June 10th, 2011. So go back into the tree view. And as you can see, cal date. So we're going to pick June 10th, enter date. And the next one would be calibration due date. And that would be a period of time after the calibration was first performed in which you want to have the equipment recalibrated. So we'll pick 6 months from now. So December 10th, 2011. Enter that date.
Welcome.
And click OK. Now, as you can see, last calibration is shown and next calibration is shown on the front page. The next step, we're going to add a front page graphic, and the file is called logo front page underscore blue black, and it's a bitmap. We're going to go back into our tree view, go into the apps property, and this modification is located in tab 3. So we're going to go to tab 3 and front page graphic. Now I'm going to show you where the graphic is located. You can create your own. So if you go into Documents, Hiatronic Development Suite, and go into Artwork, and we're going to add a front page logo. So it's called logo underscore front page, and we provide you with a Photoshop artwork that's saved as Photoshop, so that you can modify that as you wish. But we provide you with a blue-gray and a blue-black background. In our case, our background is black, so we want to select blue-black. And you just double-click, and it asks you if you want to replace it. Yes. And click OK.
Welcome.
And now you have a nice graphic. And as I said before, you can modify that to have it look however you want for your project or your product.
Tree view.
The next step is to add a front page. Within the front page, we want to show the machine serial number that we had already modified a minute ago. So we're going to go into the Apps, tab 3, front page, show machine serial number, set that to true, click OK.
Welcome.
And now it has machine serial number 0001 shown on the top of the front page. The next step would be to show the project revision number, and we'll set that to true. So go into Tree View, tab 3, and front page show project revision number, set that to true.
Welcome.
Now it is project revision number.
Tree view.
The next step is to add a front page group 1 name, and we'll call it Regulator. So if you go to the front page, you can see that there's a group title here, group 1 title, and we want to modify that and call it Regulator. And what we can do is we can add multiple applications under this group. So that we could have a breathing regulator, we could have a low flight regulator, just various regulators we could keep on adding under this group heading. And then what we could do is add a second group and a third group and then a fourth group. So we want to group them and have a group title or a group name. So we're going to go into Tree View.
Tree view.
Go into tab 3. And front page group 1 name, we're going to call that Regulator. Well, actually, we'll call it Regulators. Now let's call it Regulator.
Welcome.
And as you can see, Regulator is shown as the group name here. We'll add a front page copyright